guys, yes, it's still People and Places, and we are still at the Bellville Business Expo 2025, which some of you know is the fourth one. If you've been following, third one, we're still debating about it. But yes, we have all the exhibitors here, and we're at a stand by the Greater Tiger Bird Partnership, and we've got these two amazing people who are here. You know, we only work with amazing people. So tell us who you are and what your stand is about today.
Of course, I'm Monique Miller, and we are work for the Greater Tiger Bird Partnership. We are NGO in the Bellville area, and we provide a free recycling and organic waste collection services for the businesses. However, for the households, there is a fee. We charge 120 Rand per month, and with that, you will get your compost kit. You will get your 5-liter bucket, a 25-liter bucket, as well as a bag of bokasi. So the bokasi helps your organic waste breaks down faster. And it also helps to reduce the odor that comes from your leftover food.
So I know this is probably, something, I know in the northern suburbs, I'm from the southern suburbs. So in the northern suburbs, you guys are always advanced and ahead of some of these things.
Yeah.
So is there a lot of people, businesses who are, taking up the offer? Are there residential people? Do you provide, tell us the process.
Yeah. So currently we only started with this process since April.
Okay.
We have signed up businesses, and we have about just over 20 businesses, which is mostly your takeaways, restaurants.
Okay.
That we provide the services. The households, we haven't reached them enough. We are still working on that. We have just about 10 households.
Okay.
That we are assisting.
That's a good start. That's
It's
good.
a trial. We are trialing the process.
Yeah, like a pilot.
Yeah, but we would like to increase the numbers because their service is very helpful for our guys, as we employ homeless people, and from that they are earning a salary, and they can contribute now to the economy. And so
with the compost, what specifically now with the restaurants? Any kind of restaurant? Or who are you working with? People with food, people with, what kind of waste are you?
Yeah. So we work with your fruit,
okay,
vegetables, as well as uncooked and cooked food.
Right.
We would like to explain, or rather advise restaurants and businesses that to rather not the big bones, because that doesn't break down. So, but your chicken bones, more or less, and your more finer bones. Well, this is our son.
I was just going to say, can you tell us who you are and especially what you do?
All right.
So, like me, I'm a novice now. Just pretend I'm a novice.
Okay, my name is Hassan, and what we do is we collect organic waste. Organic waste that entails into any living thing, dead thing, and it could be vegetables, it could be animal products like horse manure, it could be, but we mainly try to focus on plants because we try to prevent, when dead animals are dead, they could spread diseases here and there, unlike plants. So we mainly would like to focus on plants, organic waste, and turn that into something that we could reuse to enrich our soil and provide vegetables, give back to the community, and also keep the cycle moving by keeping our environment clean.
And it's important. And I can see here, you've got spinach, you've got beetroot, what's that one? Kale. Oh, okay. Onions. So are these grown, by the homeless and other people that you work with?
Yes.
Okay. So now basically you're trying to make sure you get the compost, the waste, and being able to turn that into that and provide employment and so on. And I can see over there, what do we have there?
Here we have got our final product of what we call organic compost.
Okay.
And organic compost is made obviously from the food waste that we collect from the restaurants and formal and informal traders.
So that's the end product.
Yes. End product. And so this is amazing. It nourishes our soil, produces vegetables for us, and also provides skills and also more creative arts such as pottery. Potting, you know, you can make potting using this organic compost. Yeah, potting.
So basically now, you're giving them away or people buying them or?
So for today, we are giving them away.
Okay, so I can have mine.
Yes,
Thank
you
you
can
very
have
much.
yours.
Okay, so the whole idea is I can then take it home and grow something.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, whatever. And I know a lot of people go, oh, I don't have space, you know, to grow. I stay in a flat. I don't have the compound. What will be your advice to such people?
I'll say that they're reluctant, so it's time to wake up and do something about not having reasons not to do something. There's no reason for that. There's no reason for compound, or there's no reason for compound or any space. I mean, businesses are nowadays in the air. So when one is willing to do something, there's no excuses.
And I think, you know, in South Africa, across Africa, we're always complaining about, you know, poverty, which is real. And then there's the food security issue. But then now, based on things like this, you could grow your own food at home. All you need is, like you were showing me, you know, even have all this buckets, you know, and things like that. So I'm going to think of what I'm going to grow. So if people want to come, they need to register to come to today's event.
Yes, they can just visit the GTP website, or they can contact us at 021-823-6713 to sign up their household, and we will make contact with them and deliver their kit as soon as possible.
Awesome. So I want to close now with you just giving, although you already gave tips, what advice would you give, you know, to anyone? But I want you to look in the camera, just word of encouragement, whoever you want to speak to, about compost, about anything, just feel free.
Well,
just words of encouragement that you will give to anyone out there. But I want you to look in the camera.
Be who you are, and
do you? As one of my sisters says, do you be who you are?
And always remember what your actions has, the impact your actions have around the people, on the people around you.
I love that. And you, Monique?
I would encourage people to start now. Start sending zero organic waste to landfill. It is now your turn to save our environment.
Yeah, we owe it to the world. You've heard that. The GTP, Greater Tigerberg Partnership, Azan and Monique, they've shared their details, and you can come and support them and just come and find out, you know, what all this is about. I know I said I've finished and I'm looking at those things in there, but anyway, we'll maybe come back tomorrow. Keep watching, we'll be right back.
All right.
Hi guys, and yes, it's People and Places with me, Dr. Mama K, and we are at the Bellville Business Expo, which is the third one, taking place at the Tiger Valley, Bellville, Cape Town, South Africa. You know, yes, we cover everywhere in the world. And I've got with me here today, he needs to tell us who he is. Let me pretend. I told him earlier, I'm going to pretend I don't even know who he is or what this is about. So tell us who you are, sir, and how you are involved with today's program.
Hi, I'm Warren Hewitt. I'm the CEO of the Greater Tigerberg Partnership, and we're hosting our third annual Bellville Business Expo. We're supporting small business in the area, so we're very privileged to have a lot of SMMEs in Bellville and Para, and we've taken a collection of those, put them through quite a rigorous program. We've called it a Level Up series, which has taught them about marketing, about branding, about market, about finance, about different things. Taught them to sell their business. They've then pitched their business to a panel of judges, been selected, and now we're giving them opportunity to exhibit either their goods or their services to potentially new buyers.
Oh, okay, so this year's is slightly different from previous years. So this one I've been kind of guided and monitored and helped, supported. So is that the exhibitors here today?
Yeah, so we've guided the businesses through that. We've got a lot of entrepreneurs who are at the very early stages of their business development. One or two businesses a little bit more advanced, so they're looking to scale their business further up.
And what kind of business, what sectors?
We've themed this year around environment and sustainability. So
Right.
we're looking at products that are either sustainable, improving the environment, or certainly not harming the environment. So there's certainly products that are themed around that, rather than just having an open call for participation.
And I'm glad, somebody's doing that, because in Africa, because this is seen all across
Yeah.
Africa, we're not paying attention yet to, the environment. There's some countries that are doing better than the other, and I think South Africa is getting there, but we're not completely there. I'll tell you with Kenya, I was in Kenya 2-3 years ago, and I was very impressed with their environment policy of no more plastic bag, no more waste bag in the shops. So for me, when I go to places like that, even I'm like, how do they do that? But it's helping. So glad to hear that, in Bellville and in the Tigerberg area, there are SMEs who are focusing on the environment and sustainability. So this morning, I know we missed the opening. Tell us, what some of the speakers have spoken about.
I think a lot of the theme goes around support for small business, how we
Right.
create that network where they can either help each other, or we can give them a level up or give them a hand up to be able to get to new markets and create opportunities for themselves. I think the theme from the City of Cape Town is one of support. They've offered many channels of support for small business, and Alderman Foss went to pains to explain the different channels out of his department which support businesses, be it exporting, be it local small business growth. So they do a lot of that. We also like to believe that through the community engagement that we involved in, obviously the northern suburbs, we're developing an online business hub platform which will further enhance the small businesses' opportunities to get to a bigger market, because that's the biggest challenge, finding customers. They're all looking for customers.
And I think just to go back a little bit, and I'm glad you mentioned the fact that northern suburbs, and I can see a lot of northern, compared to the southern suburbs and the township, for me, I can see a lot of SMEs always wanting platforms like this, so how important, is creating up, being an entrepreneur, because that's part of the mindset that we're not getting yet, whereby, you need a market, but then we even need more entrepreneurs so that we can create that wealth.
Look, I think if you had asked the average entrepreneur whether they're working from home, working from a small business environment, one, they don't know how big their business could be.
Yes.
They're isolated, so to be in an environment where you can compare to other small businesses, you can get a level of where you are in the development phase and potentially how important your product or service is. So being exposed to that is a massive step forward for these guys, rather than just servicing your own small community and not really understanding what your potential is. This gives you an idea as to how big the potential could be.
So they've selected exhibitors today. They've gone through that process. So once they are established, are you giving them more support or directing them, providing information? And what's the process if somebody wants that opportunity as well?
So we'll continue to run these programs. We'll launch the platform is called Bellville Connect. So we'll be launching that in the next month or so.
Awesome.
So every small business or startup business needs to register on that platform to get access to resources, knowledge centers, networking opportunities, and you'll have a virtual business expo at your fingertips. So that's the idea behind that. And that product will then take to market and connect you to customers.
Okay.
So that's the idea behind it.
And is this restricted for people in the northern suburbs only, or am I asking politically correct?
So we're calling it Bellville Connect. It's going to focus
On Bellville.
on Bellville initially.
Okay.
Hopefully, if we're successful, we can take it beyond Bellville.
Okay. I know I'm allowing you to talk for too long.
Okay.
So I know there's going to be a session where you have other speakers, and I see Standard Bank here. How important is it? And you mentioned the City of Cape Town, the partnership, that you have with different stakeholders.
Critical. Partnerships are critical. Not just the sponsors. The sponsors aren't just here as financial partners. They're here to support the small businesses. And if they can create connections, create links and create opportunities for these guys, all the better for us. So to find a corporate buyer, walk into the room, identify a product, tissue paper, find a potentially new customer for them, that's massive for us.
Awesome. I want to close because I know you're busy. I managed to get hold of you and I promised you only about 5-10 minutes. I want you to help me close by just giving words of encouragement to anyone that you might want to speak to, but if you look directly in the camera to do that.
Okay. If you have an idea, product or service, don't bury it. Share it, drive the passion, believe in your product. There are many businesses that failed because people didn't believe in their own product, and those big companies that succeeded are the ones that were passionate about what they did and what they produced. So that is my message. Believe in what you're doing and don't give up.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Mr. Warren. Well, we can't wait to hear more, but yes, people can still register to come.
Yep.
Because it's over 2 days.
Please come
so
and visit.
How can they register? It's free to
It's
come?
free, arrive, there's an online platform, arrive at the door, put your name down, you can walk around and meet everybody.
All right, and we are right in the mall at Tiger Valley Mall.
Tiger Valley Shopping Centre.
Yeah, if you're in any shop, please come and support our local businesses. Local is lekker, as we say here in South Africa. Can't wait to just share more, opportunity for others. We'll be right back. Hi guys, yes, there's still people and places, and we're still at the Bellville Business Expo 2025, the third one, and we are at the Standard Bank stand, and I've got this young, amazing man. I told him I'm jealous of his looks. So tell us who you are and how Standard Bank is involved.
Okay, so my name is Mahamba. I am the Standard Bank Acquisition Manager for the Western Cape. We are basically here as a representative of Standard Bank. Our main focus is the acquisition of small to medium enterprises. And one of those aims or objectives that we're here for is to expose our brand as Standard Bank, not only to big corporates but also to small enterprises that are still in the growth phase, that are still coming up. And we want to listen to the problems that they actually have, understand their challenges that they have within their business, and how Standard Bank can basically integrate or collaborate with them to take their businesses to the next level.
I like that, the way you said you want to listen to them, their problems, because yes, sometimes, SMEs struggle alone and they feel nobody's listening to them, their challenges, and so on. So with your experience, what have you found as what most SMEs are saying as their challenge?
Okay. The predominant challenge is access to funding, which is like, you've got a lot of businesses here, they've got great ideas, and they know how to solve the ideas. But at the end of the day, we can't run away from the fact that sometimes you do need funding for your business, to take it to the next level. And one of those challenges is funding. And we've went a step further just to find out what is the challenge around funding. And one of those is having a proper audit trail when it comes to applying for things like funding. A lot of people, business people, they focus on the idea, but they don't focus on the administrative part of the business. So you've got this great idea, you've got this great business, but what you need to understand is that when it comes to institutions, any financial institution, you have to have the necessary admin, the necessary paperwork to back up what you are basically saying. So this is where we come in Standard Bank to educate, to say let's book a session with you, let's sit down with your business, let's advise you on what you need to do. Compliance is a big part of any business in South Africa. So it can open up bigger doors So we do offer that type of advice. We do offer training. We do sort of offer a market whereby you can actually connect with other service providers, other suppliers, in order to open up your business to a bigger spectrum.
I like what you just said, the access to funding and the issue of, on the other side, they are not, working on admin, the record keeping, the systems, the processes, because all they're doing is, I want to be in business, or I am in business, I've seen this need, I've seen this gap. But that is an important part, and I'm glad to hear that Standard Bank is finding ways to support or provide the training, because that is important, in terms of, what we're doing. I don't want to keep you for too long, but thank you, for that. I don't know, can you, in closing, just give words of encouragement to anyone out there? It might be SMEs, new business owner, young people, anyone you feel led to speak to, but I want you to look in the camera.
So if you have an idea out there, believe in your idea. It is a valid idea. We live in an AI information technology world right now, and the most important thing is to go out there and find information. There's information which is out there. There's certain avenues that you can go to if you need assistance. So you're not alone in whatever you're starting out. Just know where to go. Put yourself out there. Expose yourself to the market. Ask the relevant questions. Don't just assume that I have this idea. What am I supposed to do with it? I don't have any funding. There are loads of programs out there that are tailored for you. So in closing, believe in your idea and go out there and go after it.
Wow, thank you so much. You heard the young man, believe in your idea, go out there, and remember Standard Bank is there for you to support you. They've said it here now, so not necessarily him, but find the, I don't know where, but go to your nearest Standard Bank, and there will be people there to help you in terms of some of what he has said they can help support you with. And just keep believing in your idea today, tomorrow, next tomorrow, whenever, and take the steps. We'll be right back. Hi guys, yes, it's still People and Places, and we're still at the Bellville Business Expo 2025 at the Tiger Valley Mall in Bellville, in Cape Town, in South Africa. And we are with a female entrepreneur. I'm partial to our female entrepreneurs. So we want to find out what she does, how she got here, and anything she wants to share. So ma'am, could you tell us about who you are and the name of your business?
Thank you so much, Doctor. So my name is Pamela Andre, and my business name is Naturally Relief and Renew. I started this business because I wanted a natural alternative for my son. I was looking for a underarm roll-on for my son. He's a preteen. And because of the chemical-laden mainstream products, I didn't want to use a roll-on that has antiperspirant in it, because that works against the developing of his little body that must still go through puberty. So I decided to look for natural products. It was difficult to find in the first place, and secondly, it was pricey. So I told my husband, I'm sure that we can attempt to make this our own so that it can fit our pockets. And that is how I started this business.
And that's always, people who don't realize it, there's always a lot of problems or a need. So you basically started at the need and the problem in terms of not being able to get something right for your son.
100%.
And so I love the packaging. I'm looking at your packaging here.
Thank you.
I love the packaging and the fact that you've even got your business cards there, and you can, take that away with you. So like now, is this for women, men, unisex, young people? Who is this targeted at?
So
Like this package now?
This package is targeted at anyone 25-year-old and up, and also parents with preteens, because remember, the reason why I started this was for my preteen son. So in that packaging is a stick roll-on that preteens can use, right? And then you also have a soap. My son has got eczema skin.
Right.
So the soap that I'm using in there, in collaboration with a whip shea butter, those two items assist his skin to stay moisturized and so that he doesn't have a flare up.
So that's the roll-on here. I didn't want
Yes.
to open that.
That's right.
So obviously this is all natural.
Yes, it's all made with natural ingredients.
How was, when did you say you started it? I know
This is still
how
a
many
baby.
years? It's still a baby.
No,
so you're
I only
still
started in
developing.
2025.
Okay, so for you, the process of even just deciding, on the need, which is your son, and then the even getting the products, to be made, the packaging,
Yes.
the pricing, the marketing,
Yes.
and even being here in terms of where you were part of the 20. Like you said, how has that been, that journey been, for you?
It has been a marvelous roller coaster. You can imagine I only started really this business and registering it this year. So it has been very quick. When I discovered that I've got something that is really good, I thought to myself, there must be other parents that's in the same situation that are very conscious about what they put on their own skin and their family skin. And I wanted to share that with other parents, and I do really have a passion for us going back to the original state of things, where you are very conscious about what you put in your body and living from the earth. I believe that God has given us the seeds and the plants of the earth as healing to our bodies, and I wanted to make sure that we stop overwhelm ourselves and our families with chemicals. That is the ultimate thing. So yeah, that is where I started.
Now let me go to the challenges, because you said there's been ups and downs, and you as a new business. What challenge for you has stood out in what you're doing in terms of your biggest challenge, and how did you manage to overcome it?
Wow, that is amazing question. Yeah, so entrepreneur faces many challenges.
Correct.
We are passionate about something, like you find something that you can solve a problem, but entrepreneurship and running a business has got so many other integrities involved in it. Like, for example, I'm not a financial person, yet as an entrepreneur you need to be on top of your finances. You must be able to be structured in it. There is a law that you must adhere to with SARS in that, but you find that you reach out to people that has that skill, so that you don't focus your time on that, but you go on with your passion. So I would say any challenges that you come up with, make sure that you find the people with that skill to assist you in that.
Awesome. Thank you very much. I can see. Can you share your social media handles or how people can
It's
get
all
you?
scanned.
Okay,
It's scanned
so all
here.
scanned here. But can you, because people can't
on the
see
camera.
that, can you just share whatever you want? Are you on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok? Can you
So
share?
you can Google Naturally Relief and Renew, and you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and also on LinkedIn. Yeah, you can find
Yeah, LinkedIn is important. So what I need you to help me do in closing, if you could just look in the camera and help us give words of encouragement to anyone that you feel led to speak to.
All right. So I want to encourage anyone, whether a young person, a woman, or somebody that wants to make a difference, go out and solve a problem. That is what entrepreneurs do, solve a problem and surround yourself with like-minded people, and you are well on your way to become a successful entrepreneur.
Awesome. Thank you so much, ma'am. You heard they are naturally relief and renew. Go out there and solve a problem. And the good thing, in a way, is there's a lot of problems. So that means there's a lot of opportunities. So thank you for your time, and we wish you all the very best. May God, provide for you and
you.
strengthen you, because the journey is not easy, but you started, and I know, I can tell you're a woman of faith, and God will not let you down.
Thank you so much, Doc. I really appreciate it.
All the very best. We'll be right back. Hi guys, yes, we're still on People and Places and at the Bellville Business Expo 2025. There's a session happening, so you probably will be hearing that a little bit. But I am with another sister that is from another mother, so she's going to tell us what she does and what her business is about and how she started. So tell us, ma'am, who you are.
Hi.
And what you do here.
So I'm Nofa. I'm the founder of Sedap Handmade Gems. So Sedap is a Malay word meaning delicious. So in 2012, I had the honor of hosting the celebrity chef Anis Nabila from Malaysia. And the reason for them coming to Cape Town was to come and see what food do we as Cape Malays still hold on to from our forefathers. But they brought the tradition and the recipes here. So we were cooking together and we were just jamming together, and then she said to me that
Jamming, you did that. She makes jams.
and then she was telling me that you should actually call your business Sedap.
Wow. So all these are fruits, no preservatives. So tell us the different flavors. I can see guava, I can see tomato and chili.
So basically what I do is I have a very strong connection with the farmers in the Breda Valley.
Right.
So I support local farmers. So I take their surplus fruit and I turn that into artisanal
I love the
sugar
packaging.
preservative-free juice.
Right.
So we cook with whatever is in season. So our apricot season just started now. So that is why we start eating apricot jam. We're having the nectarines, doing the nectarine jam, and our guavas came to an end now because it's
I
part of our
love the
culture.
guava.
But you have
Can I
to taste it.
Can I taste the guava?
Environmental responsibility.
So we
I've never
add
seen
no
this before.
stabilizers. That's why the texture is so much different.
Right.
Normal jams.
Jobs, gentlemen, senior manager at Pakachi.
It looks delicious.
Come on,
It looks
give
Sedap.
a massive round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, please.
This is awesome. Wow, that is so good.
Would you like to
Different.
taste another flavor?
Let me see.
We've got nectarines.
Which one would
Nectarines
you
just
recommend?
started now.
Which one is the most popular?
I think just taste them all.
Taste all of them. You're going to get me into trouble now. Okay, let's see.
Let's try
Let's
the
see- let's
nectarines
see
because
this
it's
one.
peachy season.
Right? Correct.
And we need to peach it out.
Let's go for it. Okay.
Now let's taste what strawberry jam. Let's taste
You're
it.
a good marketer, my sister.
So we
They're all
make strawberry
different.
jams with real strawberries. So you'll taste the strawberry.
And look at the color. Look at
And
the
you
color
can
there.
see the strawberry.
We're jamming.
Wait, jam.
We're jamming. We're jamming. Okay. Now I'm tempted. So I'll tell you which one was my favorite. Let's try the fig a little bit so that I can taste a little bit of the fig one. And I love your story here. I love how you put your story here. Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Oh, I don't know how you're going to eat this one now. This is a problem child.
It's okay. There you go. Okay.
And we're saving the best for
Very
last.
unusual.
The tomato and chili.
I guess that would be the best because of the chili. Malaysians, Africans, we love chili.
We must have
So
chili.
we must have the
Must
chili.
have a chili.
And look at the color. Woo!
That is your summer flame. That is going on your cheese board.
And I love the packaging. God, I finished all your biscuits
That's
now.
good.
It's good.
That's really good.
So,
So my packaging,
right?
and I've got my story at the back.
Ah. Wow, look at that. Clean, neat, you know, the packaging, our story. And this is what this is about, you know, for me. So I don't know whether, you know, do you sell this online?
We're in the process of going
Okay,
online.
we're going online.
Yeah, but
Because
at the
when
moment,
was the business started?
it was started 4 years ago.
4 years
yeah,
ago, okay.
registered 4 years ago.
So at the moment, how can people buy this?
Directly at markets.
Okay.
So I'm doing the Newlands market in Newlands, I'm doing the Riviera market, I'm doing Cape Town Allow, and I'm doing so many other pop-up markets.
And I like the small ones as
So
well.
these are the ones that we do for the hospitality.
I was just going to
Yes.
say that.
So
This is
currently
perfect
I'm
for the
serving the
hospitality.
Peninsula Hotel.
Oh, you good girl. That's cute. That's awesome. So there we go. There you go. You see, I love the packaging. And but one thing I will advise you as well, if you can, for next time, include the fact that it's South African or African. Because for me, I'm always buying things when I'm traveling abroad.
Local,
So now I'm looking for gifts. And our Malaysian cousins on that side, because if the idea came from there, you could start exporting, you know, to them.
That's the dream.
But that's the plan, right?
That's the dream.
That's the plan.
Yeah.
So one step at a time. Oh, look at that one, melon and ginger. I love all the
We cook
various.
everything.
Everything.
From every season.
So is it
Even
you?
now cheese.
Wow, that is so
Even
impressive.
cheese.
Well done, very, very
Thank
well
you
done. I
so
can be
much.
here all day. I'm just looking at the story here. You know, you already told us the name, the meaning of the name, meaning delicious, and the fact that, you know, every jar tells a story. And you start the journey from working with the farmers, supporting locals, prepping and cooking, then the jar, then, you collect, you see, you can tell me,
Empty jars
you collect
becomes
empty
back,
jars
and then we
so you're
refill, and
recycling
then you
it.
have a £2 discount.
Oh, you're
and
so
our peels go for compost.
I love
So we
that.
do a
The
full
fruit peels to come. Because I know when we spoke to Warren, the CEO for GTP, he said yes, most of the exhibitors here today about how, you know, we're encouraging environmental, recycling and so on. So waste free, and the women behind SIDAP. Okay, that's the aid of production and the aid of growth, and the fact that you're using women again. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Because
sorry.
women are love charming.
Women love
We're
charming.
the charmers.
We don't say we don't approve men, but you know, this
Women
is,
love
as you
the
remember,
charmers.
what we do. The future is women and the future is Africa. So that's why we're supporting our sister here. We wish you all the very best. Can you share your details, and then, you know, how people, I know you've got the QR code here, but for
Yes.
people who can't, you know, share how they can get you. Is it on Facebook
I'm
or?
on Instagram at Nova_Setup.
All right.
And then also they can go to my website at www.setup.co.za.
Awesome. Thank you,
And I would
Margaret.
love to be contacted on 073 226 4947 and just say hi.
There you go. You heard it. Just say hi. I love you already.
Hi.
Now, can you close by just giving a word of encouragement to any woman or anyone out there, you know, based on your experience? But I want you to speak from your heart. Thank you.
Hi, I would just like to encourage each and every woman out there, specifically young ladies out there. The world is really your oyster, and if you can get yourself onto the GTP program in the Greater Tiger Valleys area, it's a short course, it's an 8-week course, but they really try to help you get your documentation in order, helping you to register your business, get all your legal documentation in order, and they also help you to scale. So don't stop dreaming, dream big and go big, and come join us at the Expo.
There we go. Yes, the expo is still open today and tomorrow. So come and support our local entrepreneurs, especially those who are paying extra attention to things related to the environment. and we're all in this together. We see you, we love you. I think I still have a coaster for you. We just want to say thank you. Just to say thank you for sharing your story. When you put your coffee, your mug on that, you'll remember us. So thank you. Yeah, and you're jamming. Because we're jamming.
Absolutely.
Where were I?
Thank you so much.